Guys, welcome back to Jace Loves Strength. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Why? Because today we're introducing what we believe will become the first truly merit-based, transparent World Strongman rankings. So if you've been following Strongman for any amount of time, you've probably noticed the same thing that I have. And that's that we have some incredibly prestigious competitions, like the World's Strongest Man, the Arnold Strongman Classic, the Rogue Invitational, and hopefully the Strongest Man on Earth will return. But when it comes to how athletes actually get invited to these shows, guys, it's not always clear. Sometimes they have qualifiers, sometimes they aren't. And sometimes, even when they have qualifiers, we're still left asking the same question, which is, why is this athlete there, and why is this other athlete not? Because if you've been paying attention, these are the guys out there who are clearly performing at a high level, and yet, in many cases, they're not getting the opportunities that they have earned. And that's never set well with me. So what do we want to do? Well, it's very simple. We want to remove all ambiguity. We want to remove bias, opinion, name recognition, and legacy influence. That doesn't mean I don't love the legends, guys. I do. You guys know that Bill Kazmaier, my favorite strongman of all time. But that was 40 years ago. We love Brian Shaw. We love Zydrunas Savickas. We love our legends. We love the guys who have built a legacy and deserve it. But hanging around for a long time should not keep young guys who are active and competing from having a chance to shine. So no more athletes sitting in the rankings based on what they did 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago. No more, well, he's a big name and he's going to sell some tickets. We're not going to look at that stuff. That is not what we're about. We're looking at merit-based systems, okay? So this system is really about one thing. Who are the best active strongmen competing right now, today? And more importantly, who is actually earning it in competition? I want to be very, very clear and transparent about how our rankings are going to work. So our rankings are built on a very simple idea. We're going to evaluate athletes based on performance, strength of competition, and recency. We will be using a structured statistical approach. We're not talking about guessing. We're not talking about debating opinions. We're simply going to let the results speak for themselves. And as I mentioned, I am a big fan of transparency. So here's the part that really matters. Everything that we do will be completely transparent in public. We'll launch a website, and on that website, you'll be able to see our full algorithm of how we're scoring. You'll be able to see exactly how we calculated those scores. You'll get to see every athlete's results in the breakdown. You'll see a full history of any changes that we make over time. So I think we've got this great algorithm mathematically that we've already created. But I'm not perfect. It could be better. It could be screwed up. So we might have to refine it. But my commitment to you guys is every time we make a refinement, you'll be able to track that and see that. And you'll see the explanation for why everything will be made available. Everything will be public. Nothing hidden from your view. Now, here's the thing though, guys. If you disagree with our rankings, that's perfectly fine. But what I think is important about this is you won't have to guess how we got there. It will be clear why Martins Licis is ranked where he is, and why Rain O'Neill is ranked where he is, and why Brian Shaw isn't on the list. You'll know exactly why people are on the list and why they're in their specific position. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, whether you agree, whether you disagree, you'll know exactly how we got there, and you'll be able to see that it was more than just because we felt like it. So we're going to use rules that are also very clear and decisive, okay? So there's not a whole lot of these rules because we're going to let this math speak for itself. However, again, we want to reward guys who are actively competing. So that being said, we've got a couple very hard and fast rules, and there will be no exceptions for them. So rule number 1 is if any athlete publicly announces his retirement, he will immediately be removed from the rankings. There's no reason in keeping him on there if he's not going to continue competing. That's just denying someone else a spot, which could impact whether they get invited or don't get invited to future competitions. And since prize money is how they often support themselves and their families, that seems really unfair to me. Number two, if an athlete has not competed in more than 30 months, they will also be removed from the rankings. Okay? So if you haven't competed, whether the reason is injury or some other reason, maybe you didn't announce your retirement, but you just said, "Hey, I'm taking a break." You kind of left it open-ended. People ask, "Hey, are you done or not?" We're going to assume that if you haven't competed in 30 months, you're not coming back, or you're at least done right now. That doesn't mean you can't get back on the rankings. You can. Start competing, you'll find your way back on the rankings. But if you go 30 months of inactivity, you'll be removed from the rankings. So at that point, what I'm telling you is whether it's official or not, we're going to consider you inactive. All right. Now, I guess here's what I want to leave you guys with. At the end of the day, I got to level with you. This is not about making fans happy. It's not about making Jace happy. This is about building a system that is fair, consistent, repeatable, and most importantly, in my opinion, earned. So our hope is that over time, that this becomes a tool that helps ensure the right athletes get the opportunities that they deserve. Because in this system, a win only matters if you've earned it and who you earned it against. Again, the strength of competition is going to be incredibly important here, guys. So if this goes over well, we will probably go ahead and do the same thing for the ladies. We'll probably create a strong woman ranking system, but we're going to start with the men right now. We're going to see how that goes. And again, everything will be unfolding in front of your eyes very, very shortly. Stay tuned to this channel to see all of the developments, to see the website, and to see our rankings, because we're going to release our rankings, I think, about 4 to 6 times a year. And every time we do, you will be able to see the rankings live on the website, but we will also come back here with essentially a rankings party where we publicly announce and reveal the rankings. How many athletes are going to be on this? We're thinking a top 25 to top 30. We can't go infinitely deep, and I don't want it to be too shallow either. So we're targeting somewhere around 25 to 30 athletes. It could go as high as 50. I doubt it. I need some sleep at some point. It could be 20. I doubt that too. So, but it certainly will be no fewer than 20. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching and always supporting me in this channel. We will talk to you soon. And for now, welcome to the future of Strongman Rankings.